Danielle Smith's bold move. Huge Alberta shakeup you can't ignore. In a significant policy shift, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has announced new regulations aimed at restricting access to certain books in school libraries across the province. This initiative, set to take effect by fall 2025, is designed to ensure that only age-appropriate materials are available to students, following parental complaints about graphic content in specific novels. The decision has already sparked extensive debate among educators, parents, and political figures. The move comes in response to concerns raised by parents regarding 4 graphic coming-of-age novels found in school libraries in Edmonton and Calgary. These titles, *Genderqueer* by Maya Kobabe, Fun Home by Alison Bechtel, Blankets by Craig Thompson, and Flamer by Mike Curato, have been criticized for containing explicit sexual content, nudity, and themes such as self-harm and substance abuse. Education Minister Dimitrios Nicolaides stated that government officials were sent to schools to verify the content after receiving these complaints. This type of oversight reflects a growing emphasis on parental involvement in educational matters. To gauge public sentiment, the Alberta government has launched an online survey, open until June 6th, which seeks input on how sexually explicit content should be managed in schools. The survey asks Albertans whether parental consent should be required for students to access certain books and who should determine the age appropriateness of library materials. This initiative aims to engage the community in shaping educational content while clarifying that the focus is on restricting graphic sexual content rather than instituting a blanket book ban. Supporters of the policy argue that parents should have a greater role in deciding what their children read. They emphasize the need for schools to prioritize core educational subjects and maintain a focus on age-appropriate materials. Advocacy groups, like the Alberta Parents Union, have expressed support for the initiative, encouraging public participation in the survey. Proponents contend that this policy empowers parents to take an active role in their children's education and fosters a safer environment in schools, where parents can feel confident that their children are not exposed to inappropriate content. Conversely, critics, including the Canadian Union of Public Employees, CUPE, and NDP education critic Amanda Chapman, argue that this policy distracts from more pressing issues such as school funding and staff shortages. They contend that book censorship does not address the real challenges faced by students, such as mental health support and access to resources. Chapman emphasizes that while materials should be appropriate for students, the selection process for educational content should remain collaborative, involving educators and stakeholders rather than being dictated solely by government officials. This perspective highlights the need for a balanced approach in addressing parental concerns while still supporting educators' professional judgment. The Alberta Teachers Association has also raised concerns that the policy may disproportionately affect LGBTQ+ materials, potentially harming inclusivity in schools. Critics argue that the government's approach may reflect political or ideological motivations, raising fears that it could lead to a chilling effect on diversity in educational resources. Many educators believe that exposure to a wide range of perspectives, including those related to gender and sexuality, is essential for fostering understanding and acceptance among students. These voices emphasize that literature can serve as a vital tool for empathy and connection, helping students navigate complex social issues. This policy announcement comes at a time when political tensions are high in Canada, particularly with the upcoming federal election. Mark Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, has emphasized the importance of inclusivity and diversity in education, advocating for a balanced approach that considers both parental rights and the educational needs of all students. Carney's leadership represents a shift towards policies that prioritize broad representation and understanding in school curricula, reflecting a commitment to fostering an educational environment that respects and includes all voices. In contrast, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has focused on parental rights and the need for transparency in educational content. He has positioned himself as an advocate for parents who wish to have a say in what their children are exposed to in schools. This ideological divide between Carney and Poilievre underscores the differing priorities within Canadian politics regarding education and parental involvement, shaping the discourse around Smith's new policy. The debate highlights the struggle between ensuring educational freedom and maintaining parental oversight, a topic that resonates with many families across the nation. The public's response to Smith's initiative will likely play a crucial role in shaping the future of educational content in Alberta. As the online survey invites feedback from parents and educators, it remains to be seen whether the government will adapt its approach based on public opinion. The outcome of this initiative could set a precedent for other provinces dealing with similar concerns about educational materials and parental rights. Observers are keenly watching how this policy will unfold and whether it will inspire similar measures in other regions of Canada. Meanwhile, the ongoing debate has highlighted the importance of transparency and communication between school boards and the government. Many school officials and advocacy groups have expressed concern about the lack of consultation prior to the announcement. Trustees from Edmonton and Calgary Public Schools noted that both districts already have procedures in place to ensure age appropriateness of materials. This disconnect between the government and local school boards raises questions about the decision-making process and the role of educators in shaping educational standards. Effective communication and collaboration are essential for creating policies that reflect the needs and values of the community. As the discourse continues, it is essential for all stakeholders, parents, educators, and policymakers, to engage in constructive dialogue. The complexities surrounding educational content require a nuanced approach that considers the diverse needs of students. Finding a balance between parental concerns and the educational mission of schools is crucial for fostering an inclusive environment where all students can thrive. This requires not only listening to parental input, but also valuing the expertise of educators who understand the intricacies of age-appropriate teaching materials. In the broader context of Canadian education, this policy could influence discussions about the role of government in regulating educational content. As provinces grapple with similar issues, the implications of Smith's initiative may resonate beyond Alberta, prompting other regions to reconsider their own policies regarding library materials and parental involvement.